right now, Val. I think you should be called the Parfessor, because all this young man does is rack up par.
Parfessor. I love that, actually.
You are? Oh, he's the Parfessor. He's the Parfessor. Let's go.
And if you're looking for collaborations, try and reach out.
We're done reaching out. We're from Jersey. We know where those top golf courses are. And if you disagree, let us know in the comment section. We're bringing you the top 9-hole courses. Some of them have 12. They're not full 18. So let's be very clear about that. Swinging into the township.
We're here in Washington Township looking at a 9-hole golf course. It's got a lot of opportunity being right next to Pine Valley. Correct, both are government courses up to a certain point. Pine Valley switched over. This course, not that far, 10 minutes, is considered still a government course. Most importantly, it's a township course. It's called the Township and it's in incredible shape. So let's walk through each one of these holes here at the township course.
Nothing says budget golf than dogs barking throughout the golf course, and that's the type of golf we're headed to here in New Jersey. And again, just being short distance from some incredible golf, you would think there's a hidden gem here. And I would say that there is. For a price of $22, this golf course, which is only 9 holes, so play it twice, Washington Township Municipal Course. We walked in there without a tee time, of course, and was able to negotiate a deal, playing at a recent rate for $22. The course is listed as a municipal course, and it's public knowledge, at least on NJ.com, that this course is losing money at least up to a certain point in 2015, the last document of that we could find online. Built in the 1960s, but tucked away between apartments complex. You'll find yourself Washington Township's best kept secret, its very own golf course right here. Now, it's somewhat of a second home to past 3 decades to the township. I can see why they're kind of hiding this. There's a lot of great golf within the area with Trump's course and then also Pine Valley. Being in a different township, this course settles within Gloucester County. Course is a par 3 only course, and that 9th hole, I could say maybe it's a par 4, but really it's a par 3, shooting around 200 yards on the dot. It's open from 8 to 8 p.m. There's definitely some people teeing off before 8, but I won't be telling anyone. I got there right before 8, pretty much knocking on the door. They were counting the money. Wasn't sure. It's cash only. Make that very clear, so make sure you have the cash on you before playing it. But the course is good. It definitely was in great shape. The fairways were nice. The greens were puttable. They were definitely fast. The sand bunkers were in good shape as well. I would say this is a fun course if there's not many people playing. If you find yourself backed up on this course, you definitely get a little aggravated. One of the unique parts, you do cross over to the other side for 2 more holes that you're going to see in just a second. But right off the bat, the putting surfaces I thought were great. There's a few that dropped. There's a few that didn't drop. Crossing right over. Watch where you go. There's a little bit of a crosswalk, but it's kind of unclear. And even at that point, you don't know which hole you're going to head to. There's almost a kind of a twilight zone of a hole. Fun course. Had a great time getting out there. You can get after it with. You can enjoy a wonderful round of golf there at the township course. Swinging over into Crescent at the Crescent Golf Club. There's over 9 holes here, but there's not a full 18. You end up going right through 2 holes. It's a par 5 and then goes into that number 1 hole on the right hand side. This is the clubhouse, and it's a fun clubhouse to check into. And number 1 is pretty easy. I think it's most of these holes are pretty easy. Let's get real. It's only 4,800 yards from those back tees. Course opened in 1960 and is right across from the Giant Hospital in the area. Now, Crescent is an absolute gem that no one knows about because the marketing and advertising towards this golf course is pretty much independent YouTube golfers like myself, World Twilight Golfer, trying to bring you the best cheap golf you can find around. Crescent Golf Club does not disappoint in that department. It's only a $30 bill to play the course, and there's actually 18 holes. It's not one of those 9-hole golf courses. But the thing that gets tricky is the holes are interesting. This is a long par 5 here. The biggest themes about this golf course is random fences throughout the course. As you can see right here, there's just a random fence, and some of the other ones are on the left-hand side here and on the right-hand side going over that road when you check in. Now, before Crescent was a golf course, this area in 1893 was a sawmill that operated right there on the golf course. Now the sawmill became a flour mill and then was used recently up to 1916. Also offers major discounts after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about a $25 bill to $20 bill just to play the golf course and walk it. Things get a little bit interesting when you decide to use a golf cart. It's a $30 charge to use one golf cart. Between two people, it's $15. And with only 4,000 yards, it's a very walkable golf course, but with a high slope. It's a slope of 81 or 82. That's not that high, but there's a lot of elevation throughout this course. And there's a lot of good, affordable prices throughout these 9-hole courses, and that's why we're looking at them. Swinging over into the Jersey Shore, we have the Pines course, and I'm not talking about Seaview. Now, it's only a 9-hole golf course, and the Pines course is located in Dennis Township, which is in the southern part of New Jersey. So we headed into the pro shop. The course is open to the public, stretches 2,202 yards, slope of 103, and a ranking of 30.6. Now, it's a fun golf course that's pretty tight. The course has decent rankings online of a solid 4 on Google Maps. And if you look on Golf Pass and other ones, it's still sitting at around a 4. And the course was a pretty fun golf course. Number one, it's a pretty long par 4 here. But the course does open up for pretty challenging par 3s. And if it was a full 18-hole golf course, this really would have a great feel to it. For the most part, the course is pretty open for driver a majority of the holes. But again, you got to keep that ball straight. Much to complain about the putting greens. They're pretty solid. I mean, I think overall I paid about $24 to play the golf course and just to walk it. And it's as challenging as you can make it. You can find yourself falling apart out there or enjoying a wonderful round of golf. Swinging over to Latona, down in Vineland near Trout National, we have a course well worth playing, and that is Latona Country Club. So let's take a look and zoom in, and we got some good footage of this course, but just to give you an idea of where this fun golf course is here. And Latona Golf Course is about $35 to play it. It looks like you can go up a little bit high, and this was in 2022, so it could get a little bit higher if you're watching this a couple years later. Now, they got some rules here. The one thing we want to jump out at is no alcohol on this golf course. Not sure if that's enforced, but just a pretty interesting number one rule at Latona Golf Course. So what we did was we grabbed some scorecards and we went through this fun 9-hole golf course. And with just 9 holes, we're going to put both 9 together and we're going to give you the stats. So altogether, it's 6,210 yards from those back tees. It's a par 70. So when you break that in to half, it's about a par 35 and about 3,070 yards from those back tees. Now, you're not going to find a lot of water on this golf course. If anything, you got a good chance of hitting a telephone pole or even a car on some of these holes like this. Can't make that up. It's a good course. It's a wonderful 9-hole course, and that's what we're looking at here. But right next door is another 9 holes. You put this together, there's 18 holes here. So let's take Eastlyn Golf, the Green View Inn. Now, Eastlyn Golf Course is hidden. It's almost in Vineland. You ain't going to really find it on a map. It's not really much of a golf course. They more seem to be targeting weddings and venues of that nature, but they got this 9-hole golf course that needs to be discussed. You really can't find it on Golf Now, so let's walk on in and talk to them about getting out there, and that was pretty simple. There was no one there, and you could tell right away with the amount of grounds crew people at this golf course that it's unbelievably in great shape. There's only a total of 9 holes at this course, though. Kind of tricky. I thought there'd be 18. I thought it was a smaller course, but these holes are pretty long and they're fun. This is number 1 right here, and you can see on that left-hand side you got these trees. They did a great job at having different types of trees throughout the course. A totally different feel. You don't feel like you're in South Jersey. Now, it's recommended to have tee times. We showed up a little bit early on this course, but you could see that everything's in pretty good shape here, even the greens. The tee boxes were incredible. Course probably should be a little bit higher, but I am a huge fan of the Hamilton Trails. I've rated it very high in the past, and I think it's a very challenging championship golf course for 9 holes.
We're here at the unique and special 9-hole course, maybe the best in New Jersey, Hamilton Trails Golf Club.
Beautiful.
And we're gonna take a look at a remix video for the first time in this golf vlog history. The first hole really is a dog leg left. The course itself was built in 1975. It's seen some major updates inside the clubhouse, but for the most part, the course is one of the nicer 9-hole courses within the state of New Jersey. The course is just about 20 minutes from Atlantic City, so if you're looking for some cheap, affordable golf here at Hamilton Trails, this is the course for you. Now, the one thing I do love about this course is the tee box selection. You can see they got a little bit aggressive here at Hamilton Trails, but still, nonetheless, the senior tees, and you can see right up there, there's 4 sets of tee boxes to choose from. What a great golf course for under $30 with an amazing golf cart. Damn, son. This is the nicest golf cart I've ever seen.
Headlights, high beams and low beams.
How much do you want for it? It's in nice shape, right?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of rain.
It's gonna be, yeah, but all this rain and snow that saddle, it's gonna do these courses good.
Hamilton Trails. Let's get out there with the Professor.
Smoked it. Oh my God.
And that's what we're doing on this channel. There's no retakes, there's no nothing, there's not even a camera guy. One of the big factors I think about this course you don't realize, there's a lot of water cutting through it. So we had a lot of rain, you could see. But for the most part, make sure you hit your driver on some of these par 5s because you got to get over. Now, the one thing I do like about this course is, if you don't hit it right in the fairway, or if you're just off the fairway like here, about 110 yards, you really have to hit a low shot. A lot of bump and runs here. And a lot of consistency is really what this course takes. Get up. And it just got short. And we're out here playing some of the best golf money could buy for $25 to play this course. Is it worth it? It's one of the first courses I played on this channel.
When you go to these 9-hole courses, it doesn't really...
No shot.
No damage. We always try to take care of the golf course here on this channel with the Professor. And what I love about these 9-hole courses, really it's the ability to get good at the short game. We got a 60-degree. Bring that when you come out here. Go out there and just kind of slap it. Short again.
Oh!
I wanted it.
Oh, that's monster.
That's my swing if I can do that every time.
Dang.
The course was designed by Bill Soko, and it did have some updates in 1983, but the course itself was built in 1975. So almost 35 to 40 years of history on this course, and it's starting to really fall into the course it belongs. The tree plays a little factor.
I think it's gonna fly over.
106.
What do you got, a 54?
A 50.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit a nice half
Yeah,
swing.
I like that. Good contact.
Get up.
Overall, just a great golf course. Good, not great, but perfect, one would say. I don't know. Nonetheless, let's swing on in to Ocean City, where we have our number 2 course here. That's about an hour and a half away from Philadelphia International Airport. And if you're headed to Ocean City, this is the course you're going to want to play. Because Ocean City Golf Course is the only golf course in Ocean City. And it's a municipal course nonetheless. But there's something about this course that's interesting. It's located right next to an airport, and some of the holes are constantly changing throughout the years. Now, there is a lot of history and politics that we'll talk about in some other episodes about this golf course. Now, there's really not much to the first hole here, and I think it's about 27 yards. The course really only plays 1,560 yards. And again, there's only 12 holes, and it's a par 37. This course is making up their own rules, and as they could, because it's a municipal course nonetheless. And we'll talk about the first hole a little bit more, because the first hole used to be a little bit further than 27 yards. And as you can see, the holes, as you move into 4 and 5. Now, my favorite holes are the back holes, and we'll kind of talk about that. The course was designed by Willie Dunn Jr. in 1969, and has a ranking of or 70 and a slope ranking of 113. Now the first hole used to be about 60 yards and they moved it down to 27 because of the location change, which we'll talk about on another video. So keep a lookout for that one. Now as you move into some of the other holes, they get a little bit further. The 8th hole is about 170. The 9th hole is about 155. And then my favorite, which was the first hole you saw in the beginning of this video, was the 10th hole, which is a drivable hole if you just hit it, or you can end up hitting an airplane on the right hand side. The course opens up the opportunity to really spray a house in some of the holes, but for the most part, as you move into that the 5th and 6th hole, it eliminates all the houses. You do have an opportunity on the 10th hole to hit an airplane, which is interesting, unique, and fun. Swinging us now over to our next golf course. We have a good one, so let's close this list out here at number 1, the Jersey Shore. But it packs an absolute punch. We got some LiDAR here that we're able to show, but most importantly, we got the whole course. We're going to walk through it all. And this is a gem of a golf course, no doubt. So when you pull right up, the signs, so it's really not that hard to find. The clubhouse is kind of a trailer, kind of a construction trailer. If you walk right inside, it's pretty small, packs a punch. But for the most part, you go right on to number 1. Just to kind of start you off, the price is right here for the 2022 golf fee season. To walk 9 holes is only $25. Now, if you want to ride 9 holes, you're looking at $35 total. Seniors do save $5 every day, and an electric cart fee is that $10. So there's that difference in 10. Juniors pay $20 for 9 holes, so that's pretty reasonable. And then all replays, if you want to play a full 18, is another 10. So really, you're looking about $35 to walk 18 holes there. And club rentals is a staggering $20 there, which is almost the cost of the round. It's listed that tee times are required, but if you're playing, if you got 4 people, I would definitely call and get a tee time ahead. We booked a little bit ahead. They did seem pretty busy. But for the most part, we were able to get out there almost immediately. These are some of the funnest holes here. Is a little par 3. They're mostly all just par 3s. Let's get real. Signature hole here with the water. Only a 100-yard shot, 99 to a 100-yard shot. It is considered the signature hole. Well-placed iron over the water, and the bunker is required. So it is a pretty steep bunker there on that par 3, and that's from the green area view. This was by far the signature hole on this course. Hands down, this was the nicest hole on the course. The greens you had to putt them pretty hard, but for the most part, another long par 3 here, very well elevated. Look at all these tee boxes, just dropping it right down. Only about 140-yard shot, so not too far, but there is water, if you can see on the right-hand side of this hole. So there was some water. You're not that far from the bay. You can feel the wind. It is a link-style course, even though there's a lot of trees. It was saturated that day. A lot of water on the course from storms prior, so just keep that in mind if you see a couple patches here and there. The next hole is hole 5, which is a par 3. It plays about 125 to 150. So countless hours reshaping these greens apparently, and is rewarding, as you could see. There's a bunker right before that green. This is a pretty big green here to work off of. The rough is a funneled type rough, so most of the shots are going to back off the green and probably land on the surface here, as you can see. And the pin placement on here is interesting. This is the next hole, a long par 4. That's going to do it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. This is the Parfessor, an independent golf channel focused on fun, affordable golf in your area.